it going, everyone? It's Iman with Dune Serpents. Today we're going to be going over the Garmin PowerSwitch kit and the Blaze Off-Road wiring harness. I got everything here from Blaze Off-Road, so I kind of wanted to redo all the wiring on this truck, find an easy solution to turning these lights on without so many wires. So I had everything previously ran with the Baja Designs wire harnesses, and you know, it worked. It's cool having a switch and stuff, but it was just a mess in here. Still a little bit of a mess right now because I have so many lights, but it's much more organized. I'm going to work on organizing them more, but let's go ahead and get into this kit. Before I even open the hood, I have my Onyx 6 30-inch Racer Edition sitting on some jack stands. My bumper is being powder coated right now, so I wanted to show off the lights, and that's the only way I can do it. So it's sitting right there for right now. Let's go ahead and open the hood. Now I know what you're thinking, look at all those wires. It was 10 times worse. The reason why this is happening right now is because I haven't had a chance to organize all this. Right now everything's just plugged in, but pretty much all the harnesses, so the wire harness from the Onyx 6, the wire harness from the ditch lights, and the wire harness from the 7 LP4s up there. Kind of tough to see right now, but they made one harness that plugs into, it connects everything, so I don't have to have a bunch of wires. We'll get into that in a second, but everything goes to this Garmin PowerSwitch kit right here. Now, I like this a lot because I can control everything on the app. I can make settings, like if I only want my amber lights to run, I can do that on the app. If I want my backlighting only on the LP4s to run, I can do that. If I only want the Onyx 6 Racer and the XL80 Racers to turn on without turning on the LP4s, I can do that. I don't have to manually do everything. I can make my own custom setting. I can dim the lights. I can put a strobe feature. Super cool. So it all plugs in this Garmin here. I have the SDHQ terminals here, but billet aluminum. They're nice and neat. Makes your battery look a lot cleaner, and it's got a lot of good connecting points for you to wire everything in. So obviously, I have a lot of lighting. There's a lot of wires. That's just how it works. But it was, like I said, a complete mess. So let me show you the app really quick. So I go into my phone. I got the Garmin PowerSwitch kit. So you can actually have your own screen from Garmin if you'd like, so you can control everything in the cab, or you can just do it on your phone like this. And you can also manually do it on these buttons here. So if I wanted to turn on the Onyx 6 from the Garmin directly, I just press the button, and you can see it's on. The Wolverine is fully lit right now, or just above him. And I can turn it off from here. If I want to turn it on from the app, right now I don't have anything with custom names. Right now it's just by numbers, but you can change all of these. I hit number 1, Onyx 6 is up, and I turn it off just from my app. And then you see here, I'm not gonna turn on the LP4s yet until I start the motor. That takes a lot of battery. That's a lot of power. My ditch lights, you can kind of put them to whatever number terminal you want. So my ditch lights, I should have this memorized. I moved it to number 2. I turn on number 2, these turn on just like that. Now if we go into the app, let's see here, I believe I have to hold it. Edit. I go into edit on number 2, which is the ditch lights. I can do a strobe feature on here. You can see it's strobing now. Turn that off, go into normal. I can dim the lights if I don't want them that bright, you know? Get in the zone with the ladies or whatever you want to do. You can dim the lights, right? Leave it at its highest setting because we're not doing that. We're just off-roading, right? Anyways, so then I'm done. And yeah, and then I'll turn it on for a split second. You can see number 5, bam. Just like that. Crazy. And then also on there, I have the backlighting on number 4. You can see the ambers turn on right here. I'm rolling around the streets. My DRL's on. I'm be rolling just like a G. So this is super cool kit, and it's just so much better than what I had before. I turn all the switches and stuff. I do suggest, if you're off-roading all the time, to get the Garmin screen, because there is times I'm listening to music in there and there's another off-roader coming and I don't want to blind them with all the lights, so I have to go into the app and, you know, turn it off. It's just a 2-second delay. It's nothing crazy. But, if you have the screen, you could do that. Obviously, Garmin's great for navigation as well and a whole bunch of other things, but, you don't have to get the screen. You can just run it on the app. That's what I'm doing for now. I will get the screen eventually and find somewhere to put it in there, but it's not a mandatory thing right now that I need. So yeah, this is the Garmin PowerSwitch kit with the Blaze off-road wiring harnesses. Just look how well these wire harnesses are. They're tough. They're weatherproof. I'm not a wiring expert, so I cannot tell you what material this is. But from a consumer standpoint, when you get these in the box, you're like, oh yeah, you know, they feel good. And let's go ahead and take a look at the array harness on the LP4s, which I really like. What's up? We're up high now. We're on top of the truck. So we have all the LP4s here. If you are mounting this is an up top overland roof rack. Keep in mind, I have the lights switched upside down. So I mounted them originally because these are completely symmetrical lights, so it doesn't matter, but you always want to make sure the port up here is above this bar, because then I found out I couldn't plug it in. So, you know, if you have LP6s, LP9s, I believe the LP9s, well, they should be all symmetrical, but remember, you can flip the lens if you want, all that stuff. These lights are fully customizable, but make sure the ports are above the bar. So this is the array, all connects into one wire. I just zip tied everything, starting from 7 wires all the way down to 1 right there. It is very neat, very nice. It looks good. And then that wire runs down this KC wire hider. I got this on Amazon. It just pretty much hides your wire with the weather seal right here. So no one can really tell unless they really look that you have a giant wire going down your windshield. The wire won't be flapping around. So yeah, that had some 3M tape on both sides. Put it down. It's nice and secure. Did this last night. And the wire is hidden. So overall, this is great. Also, not really talking about Blaze Off-Road or Garmin here. If you are mounting these lights, make sure with this roof rack or any roof rack, you have a little bit of space. I know everyone wants to fit them nice and flush with these little sockets here that are pre-cut for the lighting, but there was a lot of rattling whenever I hit anything, so these just keep smacking the top of this sheet metal pretty much, and I moved them back a little bit, and here we are. These lights from Up Top Overland, the rack brackets for the LP4s are fully customizable. It was a little bit of a headache of an install because there are so many bolts to allow your light to be fully customizable, and with 7 lights, you have to match everything exactly. So I was using a lot of tools to make sure everything was nice and even, but you do have that option of moving it up, down, left, right, sideways, like you get that full customization option. So yeah, so this is the array. And it is an absolutely amazing off-road lighting kit. I can't think of a better one. I know SDHQ makes a pretty good one, but my buddy Louis is running this one. I kind of fell in love with the customization options through the app and everything, so I went with this kit. And so far, no problems. It's straight fire. So yeah, make sure to check out Blaze Off-Road for this whole kit. They have the Garmin, they have the wiring harnesses. They can make, you just tell them what you want, how many lights you have, and they'll have everything pretty much ready to go. And if you come here, it's gonna be kind of tough to see, but to make things easier, if you buy everything all at once, they label everything. So I can take this Garmin cap off from here, just like this. That pops off. You can see they labeled everything. Like it says array, ditch lights, light bar. So you pretty much know what everything is on here. I believe this one also on the other side says backlighting, but I have it flipped upside down. But yeah, and you got nice little covers so you can protect everything. Fits right over. And these things are super weatherproof. Like my friend Louis has it in the bed of his truck exposed because his batteries are on the bed, and these things are all exposed. I have the privilege of having it under my hood. Who knows if I ever switch my battery location to the bed. But yeah, so everything is super protected. Everything's super tough. I love these battery terminals. They include the everything you need. So they include the fuses and nice little rubber caps right here to protect against any corrosion. Yeah, it's a great kit. Everything was so dirty before, and yeah, you can only imagine if this is what I'm dealing with now. With this type of kit, I had a ton of wires from Baja Designs just running through here, a bunch of zip ties, and it looked like a mess, especially when I went off-roading and everything got covered in clay and dirt. It was just, I didn't want to open my engine bay. I have nothing to really prove up here anyways with that stock motor, except that it's perfectly running and well maintained. So yeah, that's the kit. Make sure to check out Blaze Off-Road or Garmin, whatever you prefer, Blaze Off-Road. And make sure to subscribe to Dune Serpents and follow me on Instagram for more off-road footage as well. Thanks for tuning in. Take care.